In less than 4 days, I'll be flying out of New Zealand for my Asian trip. So today I printed out my accommodation booking because I don't want stories. I'm Nigerian. I will know that. I don't want any issue with technology. So I did that. I'd already printed out my flight bookings, my visas, all my visas. I'd done that. Anyway, I got all my accommodation from booking.com and I have them printed out in this B5 page format because I don't want to be carrying A4 around. It's just easier to handle, you get, and you can put it in your diary or your novel and go along. But that's not the point. Why I'm doing this part is because I was just reading through, the important information, and I saw something that said an accommodation tax per person per night is not included in the price and needs to be paid at the property. I'm like, is it accommodation tax? So I thought maybe it's just a property, how some people give you quotes without GST and all those things. Okay, I went on to check the next one. Same thing, an accommodation tax per person per night is not included in the price and needs to be paid at the property. Yahweh. And this is just for Japan. It's not, it doesn't, yeah, it's just for Japan. My South Korean one is not the same thing. It doesn't have that important information. I was a bit stressed. I was like, what is accommodation tax? So in my usual fashion, I decided to find out what is this accommodation tax in Japan. So I asked Google, and what I found is that since the rise in tourism, so tourism boom, they have started taxing lodging taxes, what they call it, or accommodation taxes, and it is according to, it varies per region. So what are the travel taxes you need to know for Japan? This website says there's international tourist tax. Passengers leaving Japan either by ship or aircraft are required to pay an international tourist tax worth 1,000 yen per departure. I did not know this one. Anyway, they said this is usually collected by the travel agency and remitted to Japanese government, so it's probably included in your flight ticket. Consumption tax is another one. Yeah, because I noticed that when I pay for some things, after it tells me the price, at the total it adds an extra tax. It's crazy. Anyway, accommodation tax, yes, that's the one. Accommodation tax is in Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, Kanazawa, Kuchan, Hokkaido. In Tokyo that I'm staying, under 10,000 yen, there is no tax. If your accommodation is under 10,000 yen, this is total. But if your accommodation is 10,000 to 15,000 yen, you pay 100 yen. If it is over 15,000 yen, you pay 200 yen. And my accommodation is over 15,000 yen. So I'll be paying 200 yen. 200 yen is equivalent to about 250 New Zealand dollars plus or minus. In Osaka, if your accommodation is under 7,000 yen, you won't pay any tax. But if it's 7,000 to 15,000 yen, you pay 100 yen. So why are they telling me that accommodation tax is going to be included in my own? Mine is under 7,000 now. Have it? Anyway, when we get there, we'll find out. But I'm seeing something different on another website that actually says that sorry, I've not slept today, man, so my voice is going to be very, very slow because this girl is tired. What is the accommodation tax? When you stay in a hotel in Tokyo Prefecture, Atami City, Osaka Prefecture, Kyoto City, Kanazawa City, or Fukuoka Prefecture, you'll be required to pay the accommodation tax, and it varies depending on the region you are visiting. So I'm going to Tokyo and my accommodation is over 15,000 yen, so I'll be paying 200 yen. And in Osaka that I'm also going to, because I'm going there before August 31st, I'm going to be paying nothing because my accommodation is under 7,000 yen. If I was going after September 1st, 2025, I'll be paying 200 yen. Woohoo! So from all this, the accommodation tax is from 0 to 500 yen. Oh, actually, no. Kyoto has 1,000 yen. Wow. Anyway, surprise, surprise. We learn every day, right? So we have learned that in Japan, you are charged for staying in a hotel.